10-heat round. Got through the first one in about 2 hours. It should be close to the same this one. Everyone was kind of drag and dropped in the first round, so we probably knock 15 minutes or so off if we can this one. And we should be racing the third round under the lights for some of the heats. And it looks like we got everyone checked in. We got marshals in all of our spots. So once again, guys, make sure to keep yourselves separate from each other. And we're going to go ahead and get the loop live here in 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Loop is live. And we're off for round number 2. Good old boys raceway. Big thank you to the Turney family and friends. And, of course, Matt Olson. Couldn't do it without these guys organizing. And, of course, all of our sponsors that help out. Imaginate Graphics, MIP, TLR, M8 Tech, ADI, O'Neill Brothers, Bartlone, Avid, Proline, High Tech, J Concepts, Outerwears, Horizon Hobbies, DDM, Cardinal Racing, Losi, and Vertigo. All of you guys are greatly appreciated. You can find some cool raffle prizes thanks to our sponsor tomorrow during our main events. We will be firing things up around 9 a.m. tomorrow, so keep that in mind, all of our friends and family online with us. You guys can check back in about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning where we'll have our main events. Got some mandatory pit stops, which will definitely shake things up in the mains, as well as some non-mandatory pit stop racing in our sportsman and lower level classes, so that'll be pretty interesting, of course. Right now, we have race number 1, our two-wheel drive open. Jake McGarvey out front. He dominated round number 1. Let's see if he can do the same here in round number 2. That is our pink, yellow, blue buggy through the whoop section down the front straight. Over the single roller on the right-hand side of the track is our race leader. So if you see that buggy coming up on you, make sure to give just a little bit of room. Everyone's pretty familiar with IFMAR qualifying, but if you're not, and if you're watching online, each one of these guys is on their own individual clock. So although they're on the track together, that doesn't necessarily mean they're battling for position. Everyone's on their own time. Occasionally, you'll get two guys bunched up together that are actually battling on the track and on the clock. As McGarvey is working his way through some traffic down the front straightaway right now. He's got Jason Shear right in front of him on the track, but Jason is in the 2 spot on the clock. So right now our race leader is on a 10.603, about 31 seconds ahead as far as the pace is concerned on Jason Shear, about close to 10 seconds on the actual clock. Dan in the 3 spot, he's less than a second back from Jason. Carl Woosley in the 4, Brian Shapiro in the 5, Tim Parker 6, and Aaron Jordan rounding off our field here in race number 1. Race number 2, you guys should be thinking about it. You're going to be up next. That's going to be our beginner class, sponsored by none other than Imaginate Graphics. Mike Huckel, Steve Lackey, Justin Stanbill, Bradley Nelson, Joe Morello, Luke Weistrom, Corey Fagan, and Guy Nelson. You all are up next. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's a little much. Little much. So Matt Olson working on our drive-through speaker window up here on the driver's stand so you could hear us. Jake McGarvey leading the way with 3 minutes and 45 seconds down, 2:15 remaining. Fast lap is a 35.9. That's closer, 36.3. Out of our second place driver, Dan Salaji in the 2 spot. About 4-second lead. Make that a 6-second lead on Carl Woosley now. Brian Shapiro with his fastest lap of the race. Actually, 3 drivers on that time by putting their fastest lap down. 38.8, 39.0, 40.2. It's going to be McGarvey leading the way by quite a bit. 4 seconds now over Dan, who has a 5.5 second lead on Carl Woosley in the third spot. So Carl in the podium position in this qualifier. Remember, we are taking the best 2 out of 3 rounds in qualifying. So you have one chance at having a bad race or breaking down and then not counting against you. We're only going to take your 2 best finishing. Right now, McGarvey with open track in front of him. Jason comes by the line in P4, 38-2. Last time by out of Jason as he's closing the door on Woosley now. They're only a second apart on the clock, so that is the battle. Look for Woosley and Shear. Jason trying to get that podium spot in this one with 35 seconds remaining. Carl Woosley by the line right there with a 41-2. If Jason going to take over the 3 spot with Woosley having a little bit of a rough lap. So Woosley on the backside, he's going to try to make up some time. He's the black and white with the yellow wheels. Oh, and he throws a big whip on the backside. And he's straight, so he's going to go. That's going to allow Jason, to pull away, and Brian possibly to get past him on the clock as well. So close little battle out of those 3 drivers. McGarvey still checked out by a 6-second lead over Dan in the number 1 spot as McGarvey comes by the line with a new hot lap, his personal best and the fastest of the race at a 35-1. McGarvey on rails right here by the line over the single. As the temperatures rise, the track is going to start to blue groove a little bit underneath the surface. We will keep it watered, but keep in mind on tire choice, it is going to be extra hard packed as the day goes on underneath the fluff on top. As time is winding down in race number 1, out of 10 here in round number 2. Keep them going, drivers. Keep them going. Still waiting on a few to finish up. And waiting on one more. That should do it. That's a race. So Jason Shear going to get by Woosley with a couple laps to go and get 3rd place as McGarvey takes the win over Dan. It's going to be Jake, Dan, Jason, Carl, Brian, Aaron, and Tim rounding out that one. Good races. Go ahead and shut them down, guys. Pull them off the track. Let's get them pulled off the track and out there to turn marshal. Remember, whether you finished, broke, started, make sure to get out there and turn marshal. Track crew, we're going to get out here and throw some water down. I know Ed said that we're going to do a little bit more water in this round. We will water right here before race number 2, but not before the 8 scales. So while the engines are shut down and everyone can hear me, 8 scales, you will not have water before your race. However, this race, we are going to water before. So going to take a quick little break, get some water on the track. 8 scales, you will not have water. If you guys see Jake or Shay or Ed and all these guys that help out on the track, be sure to shake their hands. Buy them a free water right here behind the driver's stand. That's right, you heard that right. Buy them a free water. We appreciate the help on the track. We know it's hot out there. We got our race manager, Matt Olson, making sure they got it all under control. It ain't easy being Matt. All kidding aside, big thank you to Matt Olson making this happen. Probably one of the only ones that's really helped the fifth scale scene grow as rapidly as we've seen it. Matt Olson making it happen for all you guys. Took a liking to the fifth scale things a couple years back when he realized he couldn't drive 10 scale, and he's had a good run at it. Once again, race number 2, guys. All right, so we got a birthday boy in the house, Troy. Everyone, make sure to wish Troy a happy birthday. Ed Turney's claim to fame is making sure everyone's noticed on their birthday. You got it.
I love it, man. It's awesome.
It looks like the water crew is heading off the track. We got our marshals heading out there from race number 1. Brian Shapiro, Tim Parker, Jake McGarvey, Aaron Jordan, Dan Szilagyi, and Carl Woosley all out there. And race number 2, guys, you can start getting them fired up if you haven't already. And water crew's about to finish up here, so we can start getting people checked in. You guys can drive through the water if you want. Ed Turney doesn't charge a Mr. Car Wash fee. So we got everyone except for Corey, Luke, and Bradley checked in. Once again, just waiting on a few more. All of our marshals are in position already. Looks like Corey and Bradley making their way up here. All right, just waiting on Nelson, Bradley Nelson, to come by the line. Is he going to make this one? Not making it? Anyone for Bradley Nelson out there? Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, drivers, go ahead and start spacing yourself out. We're going to go live on my command. I was going to say the tone, but I don't think it has a tone. We're going live. Loop is live in 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Race number 2 on the track. We already got one flipped over here on the right-hand side of the track. And we'll give you guys about a lap or two. Let each other sort out and see who's going quick. This is our beginner class sponsored by Imaginet Graphics. Got some Bakersfield locals in here. Also got some guys from as far as, I want to say, Arizona in this one. Race number 3, you guys are up next. That's going to be our 8 scale. Carl Woosley, Russell Smith, Orrin Cook, Mark Forbes, and Presley Smith. All right, about a minute into this one, we got everyone coming by the loop at least once. It's going to be Guy Nelson leading the way with a 36.2 opening lap out of this 6-minute qualifier. These guys doing around 10 to 11 laps. Matt Olson almost doing a 12-lap run earlier today in the pro class. I think he was 3 seconds shy of it. Oh, caution on this intersection in the whoops. Caution in the whoops. Thank you very much, 24 truck. Caution in the whoops. Caution in the whoops. And it's clear. Once again, guys, if there's a caution, make sure to slow yourselves down. It is Corey Fagan out front. Joe Morello in the second spot. Luke Lystrom in third. Guy Nelson, our early race leader, dropping down to the 4th spot after a rough 46-second lap time. I believe he was the one up on his lid in the whoop section. Let's see if he can get it sorted back out with 4 minutes remaining in this one. Plenty of time to make it happen. He still holds the fast lap of the race on lap number 1 of 36.2. The next fastest lap would be out of our current race leader, Corey Fagan, 36.4 on a 10-lap 6:09. He's got a 2-second lead over Joe Morello. Or Merlot, that is. Can we get a... Oh, thank you, Marshall. We're going to get that cone fixed. Appreciate it. By the line is Corey Fagan in the all-orange truck, throwing it sideways. Pretty cool little section right there with the single into the corner. Makes for some really good whips. Our race leader down the back straightaway over the double, table laner double out. In the option lane, goes to the inside. Oh, getting sideways on the center straight. And we got a gaggle of cars on the front straight getting together. Looks like a box of crowns out there. We got orange, blue, black, green, and they go tumbling. Corey Fagan leads the way over Joe Merlot. Joe with a 36.7 his last time by, but Corey with the hot lap of the race, a heater, 35.9. Picking up the pace and leaving these guys in his dust. He's got a 4-second lead now. That is Corey. It's going to be Luke in the third spot. Uh-oh, upside down. I don't know if that was our race leader, Corey, or not. So Corey getting caught up on some traffic. Our race leader stuck on a lapped car. Now we got 2 orange cars. Corey is the brighter orange with the yellow wheels. Luke Lystrom in the other orange with the white wheels. Luke running down in the 4th spot. No real close battles on the track. Everyone's separated by 10 seconds or more. So keep that in mind. Work together. No one's really battling on the clock right now. If you got someone faster than you, give them room. Our race leader, the orange truck, yellow wheels by the line, 39.4. So getting hung up on that lapper cost him about 4 seconds. But still with a commanding lead, about 9 seconds over Joe in the 2 spot. Joe's hot lap of the race, 36.7. So our race leader with a 35.9. The closest driver on lap time to him was going to be our 3rd place of Guy Nelson with a 36.2. Guy doing that a little bit, a couple laps back. Mike Hugel comes by with his hot lap of the race, 38.4. So Guy Nelson trying to catch up to Joe as they're separated by 15 seconds. I believe Guy is in that all-green tail R on the back straight. Going for the double land on the table, double out. Rell on the outside. Steve Lackey by the line. Matt Olson, when you get a chance, can you come up to the timing tower, Matt Olson? We got 25 seconds left in this one for Corey Fagan by the line, leading the way. Throwing a little roost over the single on the right-hand side of the track as he comes up on the backside of Luke Lystrom. Luke, make sure to give our leader room if he gets there. Oh! Big crash, and he lands on his wheels, almost gets collected with a cross traffic. Time has expired, but keep them going. Nobody is finished. Joe comes by with his new hot lap. Keep them going, guys. Keep them going. Still waiting up on more than half the field to finish.
From the wind. Oh, windsock.
Race number 3, guys. Have them ready. That's going to be our 8-scale class. We got waiting on Joe, Guy, Justin, and Bradley to finish this one up. Keep them going. Nobody pull off, even if you know you're done. Just keep your pace. Keep your pace. Waiting on 2 more to finish up. And Steve Lackey off the track early in this one, I believe. That is going to do it. Corey Fagan going to take the W's. 10, 6, 15. 17 seconds over Joe Merlo. And Guy Nelson in the third spot. Mike Hukel in 4. Luke Weistrom 5th. Justin Stanville 6th. Bradley Nelson after that one. Go ahead and pull him off the track, guys. Get right back out there to turn Marshall. We're going to go ahead and start checking in our 8 scale class. Pull him off the track. Pull him off the track. Shut him down and get right back out there to Marshall. All right, we got race number 3 heading out here. This is our 8 scale class. We're waiting on a check out of Jason. I know he was back-to-back or pretty close to back-to-back. I think it was race 1. And Russell Smith and Presley Smith. Get you guys by the line. So round number 1. Oh, hold on just a second. If I could get Presley by the line, just Presley. Nobody else by the line this time by, please. Just Presley. And... uh-oh. No, I'm not going to run this one. Carl's running his car. Shoot. I think, was that Presley? Presley, come by one more time. Just Presley, please. I think I gave your transponder to your dad. Russell, go ahead and come by the line. Just Russell. You can cut the track right here, Russell, if you need to. Is Russell out there? No Russell Smith? All right, what about Jason Shear? If I can get Jason by the line, just Jason. Presley, is your dad not making it? You don't know? Sweet. Sound like Stryker. I don't know what my dad's doing. I'm only worried about me. Yeah. All right, looks like we got marshals out there all around the track. This is our 8 scale class. It's going to go live on my command. Loop is live. Go ahead and go, guys. Loop is live. Be sure to spread out just a little bit. No need to go all at the same time. You guys got about 35 seconds for the first car to cross the line before you need to. The round 1 TQ won't count, so don't worry about that one. Carl cheated. And we are doing qual points, so best 2 out of 3. Keep that in mind. So if you have one bad round, no need to go spread the corona to everyone, because you still got 2 more. You can make it happen. We'll give these guys about 45 more seconds. See who's going quick early on. No start out of Russell Smith. He did the right thing as a dad and made sure his son was ready to go, but didn't have his stuff ready. Dang kids. Oh, Presley upside down now. And we'll give these guys another 10 seconds or so, and I'll start giving you guys the running order. This is our 8 scale heat. Matt Olson throwing in the 8 scale stuff to give guys a chance that don't have 5th scales to come out here and play at all the different tracks along the series, and just a filler class for even the guys that do have 5th scales that want to fill in the time a little bit more. You got an extra car, 8-scale, truggy, whatever it may be, come out here and play. Early on, it's going to be Chris Ziga out front, 33.9. Hot lap of the race. A lot of drivers with their fast lap of the race that time by Mark Forbes, one of them with a 39.4, Orrin Cook with a 44.7, and Presley Smith, 45.2. By the line, Orrin Cook with a 53 that time. So Orrin in the all-orange truggy, the bright orange that is. Chris Ziga is our leader in the more dull of an orange with the yellow wheels on the right-hand side of the track. You could probably see Chris skying it over the back section here in a second, so keep your eyes on the back side. And he's going to go big, and he does. No problem right there. That's electric-powered E-Truggy. I believe it's a TLR. Uh-oh.
That was Carl's buggy. Dude, he just barely...
Go, Carl.
He almost hit.
That's tight. So the E-Truggy is our race leader. That is the dull orange, followed by Jason Shear, Carl Woosley, Mark Forbes, Orrin Cook, Presley Smith, and no start out of Russell. This is race number 3. We are going to have a quick water break right before race number 4, which is going to be our four-wheel drive buggy sportsmen. Have those things ready. Bob Garver, Brian Tucker, Randy Morrow, Tim W., Austin Barker, Steve Smith, Sean Kirby, Rob Houston, and Corey Fagan. You guys will be up next, but we will have a short water break. Right now we're 3 minutes down with 2 minutes to go. Chris Ziga with a commanding lead, 14 seconds over the 2 spot of Jason Shear. And Carl Woosley about 23 seconds back from that. So the top 3 extremely spread apart. Actually, everyone really spread apart on the clock. The closest battle on the track, which isn't much of a battle, separated by 13 seconds, is going to be Chris Ziga and Jason Shear, first and second. Once again, Chris putting on a show. He's down the front straight, coming up on the backside of Presley. Presley in the Nitro buggy, sending it over the corner, letting the E-Truggy by. Oh, almost waffle stomps him. And now Chris going to go big on the back section, hopefully, putting on a show. And no problem. Almost clears the whole back tabletop right there. Matt Olson said he'll give anyone a T-shirt that clears the whole entire back section, but you have to pay someone. You still have to pay $20, but you'll still get the T-shirt. Caution it. Oh, they're $15. The extra $5 is for me. And it looks like Presley dead car on the back. Oh man, the Smiths not having a good run this round. Russell not even making it. Presley breaking down early. Those dang Nitro cars. And down the front straightaway, we got a Nitro buggy out of Shear. Probably wins the paint scheme in this class. Uh-oh. Dang audio, guys. You got the farm truck? Oh, there we go. Caution on the left-hand side of the track right before the front straight, or the mid straight. I don't know, Mark Forbes has got a pretty clean-looking paint scheme on that. Is that an 8? Low C8, looks like. Uh-oh. Man, now the body's cracked, dang it. Stupid announcer. Putting the pressure on. And this one's coming to a close. Oh. Waiting on 2 more to finish up. 2 more to finish up for race number 3, our 8-scale class. And it looks... Is Mark still out there? Yeah, he's coming by the line right now, I believe. And that is going to round this one off. It's going to be Chris Ziga taking the win, 9.508 over Jason Shear and Carl Woosley. We'll go ahead and get these things shut down and get right back out there to turn marshal, guys. Race number 4, guys, go ahead and start making your way towards the track. We got the water crew out there. They've been doing a great job of getting it in and out of there pretty quickly. Once again, race number 4, make your way towards the track. We got our marshals heading on out there. Remember, guys, if you break down and or if you don't finish your race or even start your race, you're still required to turn marshal. And again, if you have friends and family on Facebook, be sure to share the Facebook feed on Mod's Facebook. We are live. Matt spent a lot of money on this really nice camera equipment, all this audio stuff, and obviously only getting better each and every year. So we want to make sure to utilize it and share this as much as possible, make it worthwhile. Matt does this for you guys. As we know, RC isn't the biggest market in the world, and fifth scale is only a little slice of the pie, so the community does a great job of sharing everything and getting things going. That really helps. So it is race number 4. You guys can start throwing them down on the track, breaking it in. Our water crew is off the track. Waiting on quite a few guys to check in our 4-wheel drive sportsman buggy, sponsored by O'Neill Brothers Racing. All right, we're waiting on to check out our Rob Houston and Tim W. That's all that we need to check in. Corey Fagan's checked in. There's Rob Houston in the blue. Marshall in the center. If I could get a Marshall in the center, we got a car upside down. We need all of our Marshals out there from that last race. That's going to be... All right, guys, slow them down. Slow your cars down. Stop them in place. Stop your cars in place while we get some Marshals out there. Calm. We got all of our E-Scale guys, Carl Woosley, Russell Smith, Orion Cook, Mark Forbes, Presley Smith, and some volunteers if we can. Looks like we have someone we need up in the shade corner. We need someone up in the shade corner. And one to the center of the track. So we need one more turn marshal, guys. One more turn marshal. What about Carl Woosley, maybe? You got it? Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. We got marshals. We got everyone checked in. We got our turn marshals out there. Marshals, be sure to look alive. Drivers, remember, this is IFMAR qualifying. So you guys need to spread yourself out. No need for everyone to go all together on the tone. Loop is going to go live in 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Loop is live. Oh, everyone leaves all together. All right, this is the sportsman class, so if anyone has an excuse, it is these guys. We'll give these guys a minute or two to settle in and see what's happening. But remember, this is IFMAR qualifying, so use your head. If you're around somebody, no need to race them. You're on your own individual clock. As race number 4 is on the track, This is a 6-minute qualifier. Marshall, go ahead and grab him. Yep. Oh, another one's flipped upside down. Marshall's on the right-hand side of the track trying to help the best we can. Is that car flamed out? Make sure that car's not flamed out. That car's dead. That car's dead. Go ahead and grab it. Not sure what happened right there. Early on in this one, we got Steven Smith, Sean Kirby, and Brandon Lopez, followed by Bob Garver, Brian Tucker, Austin Barker, Tim W., Rob Houston, Randy Morrow, and Corey Fagan. We'll try to pick up your leader on the track. It was Brandon Lopez by the line in the 3 spot that we're following around currently on the backside, heading towards the doubles. That is our 3rd place driver of Brandon Lopez, going big on the left-hand side of the track. Coming up on a crash car, caution, and clear. Good job out of our 3rd place driver. And Sean Kirby by the line in 2, followed by Bob Garver down in the 6th spot, but they're together on the track. We'll see if we can't pick up our leader whenever he comes by. Brandon Lopez still in the 2 spot. Steven Smith is our race leader on a 10.605. Corey Fagan by the line with a rough 40-second lap. Brian Tucker by the line. Steven Smith, the green and yellow buggy, out there leading the way here in the sportsman class on a 10.606. He's got a 2.5-second lead. Oh, and he goes upside down, rolls back on his wheels. No harm, no foul out of our race leader. That is the yellow and green. Got the seat bounce action going on the outside of the option lane down the center straightaway. Let's see what he does here as he enters the double whoop section. A lot of guys double, triple, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, he does a double, single seat bounce, whoop. And another good lap out of our race leader. It was a 35-2 out of Brandon Lopez, though, that takes over the race lead. Lopez on the back straight. Actually, on the front straight, rather. Brian Lopez gonna drop back to the 2nd spot now. So our top 2 flipping, flopping back and forth, but our race leader was upside down. So it's probably gonna be Brandon Lopez that's gonna inherit the lead this time by, as he's on the left-hand side of the track working his way into the center straight. And into our whoop section. Probably the toughest part of the track. Brandon Lopez works his way through. Steven Smith in the 2 spot. Sean Kirby in the 3, Bob Garver in the 4, Tim W. in the 5, Randy Morrow in the 6, Corey Fagan 7th, Rob Houston 8th, Brian Tucker 9th, and Austin Barker with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Closest battle on the track is between our top 2, Brandon Lopez and Steven Smith. So we got quite the fight. Brandon Lopez with the white wing, throwing it sideways. He's got the big old mod sticker on the side of his car as he works his way down the front straightaway with a blistering hot lap of a 35-2, his hot lap of the race, but that time by a 38-3, so he's going to lose some time, and now Steven Smith is only half a second back. Garver off the stand, so Bob not having a good one this time by. Bob Garver dropping out of this one. That's one of our Fear Farm guys, I do believe. It is Brandon Lopez and Steven Smith duking it with, we got coming up on some traffic. We got a car upside down. And on the right-hand side of the track, that's one of our race leaders. If that green and yellow car comes up behind you, give him room as he makes his way through traffic. Oh, and he's going to keep it clean on the back section. He's our current race leader. Him and Brandon Lopez been duking it out throughout the whole race. Brandon having some issues. So Steven got to hold it down for another 35 seconds. That is the yellow, green, and black. He's going to keep it really smooth through the whoop section down the front straightaway. It is going to be Steven Smith on a 10-lap 609. with 20 seconds remaining. Brandon Lopez in the 2 spot. Where's Brandon? Right here down the front straight. He's got clear track ahead of him. Oh, getting sideways, making it through the green car. Green car, that is our second place driver. Randy. Time is expiring. Keep them going, though. Keep them going. Nobody is finished. We still got a pretty gnarly lead battle. These top 2 are separated by 0.003 of a second. Steven Smith and Brandon Lopez. It's going to come down to the last lap. Who's going to get it? They're driving in as deep as possible. Don't worry, Brandon. Don't worry, Brandon. You're already done. You're already done. We're waiting on Brian Tucker, and that is a race. Bob Garver and Austin Barker off the track. It's going to be Brandon Lopez on the last lap. 34.8 with the hot lap of the race. Good job, guys. That was an awesome battle right there. Brandon Lopez, Steven Smith putting on a show. Brandon clicking off his fastest lap of the race when it mattered the most. So if you see Brandon walking through the pits, buy him a free water. That was a heck of a race. Steven Smith also with a heck of a job. And Sean Kirby in the 3 spot, followed by Rob Houston, Tim W., Corey Fagan, Randy Morrow, and Brian Tucker. Everyone else off the track earlier did not start. We appreciate everyone working with our leaders whenever we ask. We need the water crew out there immediately. Water crew, get out there and get this track in tip-top shape for our race number 5. That's going to be our 4-wheel drive expert buggy. Stephen Bills, Sean Bowie, Brent Ashton, RC, and Fatback. But first, we're going to throw down a light coat of water. Ed Turney's heading out there as well as the rest of the track crew. We appreciate it. These guys putting in the work. If you want to know what it takes to get big and strong like Ed, you just have to water the track a lot. And you got to wear a cool sun hat. Those are the 2 keys. You already know. You got to have a sun hat. But you're only doing it right if you have a sun hat that matches your Marshall vest. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Ed Turney is one of the few guys in the industry that can make shorts with work boots look good. Once again, race number 5, our 4-wheel drive buggy expert class up next. We will need all of our race 4 drivers. We should have plenty of them. One of our biggest classes is that buggy sportsman class. You guys should be heading out there to grab a Marshall spot. We shouldn't have to wait on anyone as we're watering the track. You guys could go ahead and head out there.
Make sure you guys, once again, are getting waters. There is free water in front of the mod tent over there. Free water for everybody. Make sure, and one in front of the Woosley mod tent over here, Barlone tent, with his pop-up shop. So by both of the pop-up shops, guys, you guys get free water. So come get parts and water at the same time. So make sure you guys are grabbing water. Stay hydrated, please.
All right, looks like most of our marshals have already made their way out there. We appreciate it as they start wrapping things up here with the water crew. Should be a quick check-in as we only have 5 drivers here in race number 5 of Expert Buggy. Hold on, guys, hold on. Still got Ed out there. All right, you guys can go ahead and start bringing them by the loop, checking them in. We'll give you guys a couple laps to break in the track. Give you guys 2 or 3 laps. And we're just waiting on one Brent Ashton to check in. All right, we'll give you one more lap off of the white buggy on the right-hand side. Oh, caution on the caution through the whoop section. Caution through the whoop section. Once again. Marshall's on the left-hand side. We got a guy. Perfect. All right, guys, we have marshals in place, and we also have all of our drivers checked in. So go ahead and start spacing yourself out. Spacing yourself out. We are going to go loop is live here in 3, 2, and 1. We are live. We are live. Oh, what happened there? Flame out right there at the start? Bummer. Steve Bills having some issues right there on the start.
Hey, Steve Bills, if you can get it ready for the next one, we'll throw you in the next one and you can get your time.
Man. All right, so Steve's going to hopefully get that thing fired. It looks like it's running, just no steering maybe. Not sure what happened there. We'll give these guys another 30 seconds or so and see who's going quick. This is our Buggy Expert Class 4-wheel drive, sponsored by DDM. Once again, big thank you to all of our sponsors that make this happen, as well as the racers. You guys coming out here during the C-word season. You guys all know what word I'm talking about. And also coming out here during the heat, so we appreciate it. Racers are racers. And it shows. Everyone making their way out here for the Mod Series Round 4 at Good Old Boys Raceway in Bakersfield, California. Presented by Mod, Matt Olson Designs. And if you haven't already known, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows, but be sure to go to the Mod Speed Shop Easy Up over here. Check out what Matt Olson has for sale. Also, make sure to check out with your local pop-up shops. We got Carl Woosley holding down the fort here in Bakersfield, as well as some Fear Farm guys with their own pop-up shop. So be sure to support your local pop-up shop and or the Mod website. Support those who support you. 2 minutes and 25 seconds now. We got Sean Bowie out front. No relation to David Bowie. RC in the 2-spot, Fatback in the 3rd, Brent Ashton in the 4th, and unfortunately Stephen Bills off the track early. Going to get Steven figured out and hopefully thrown into one of the next races. This is race 5, race 6. You guys should start thinking about it. You guys will be up next. That is race number 6, 4-wheel drive pro buggy. That's Chris Ziga, Jake Alton, Chris Higa, Shay Barker, Dan Salagi, Josh Alton, and Jake McGarvey. Right now we got Sean Bowie on 11:6:05. That's a pretty quick time with a 32.5 hot lap on another level, and make that 11:6:08. Coming by with a 34.7 that time. RC in the 2-spot, 35.0. Fatback 3rd, 33.8. Uh-oh, somebody got some issues going on. Oh, and he's upside down on the right-hand side of the track. We had a race out of the marshals. One of my favorite things about nitro and gas racing in general is hearing everyone's different driving styles. You can hear people's finger through the corners, who's got the 2-stroke finger and who's got the 4-stroke finger. Some guys are just long, easy on the throttle, and then other guys real quick and sharp. Sullivan, you're a two-stroke guy, huh? Yeah, I remember that. No close battles on the track. Everyone's separated by a pretty good distance. RC in the 2 spot, the closest one to anyone else on the track or on the clock it is. And he's 7 seconds back from Sean Bowie with 1:15 remaining. For all of you guys watching online, we are here in Bakersfield, California at Good Old Boys Raceway off Chester Avenue. If you don't have a 5th scale, it might be something to check out. If you're one of those 10th scale racers or 8 scale racers and you've never seen a 5th scale and you're within an hour or 2 distance, it might be worth coming out here tomorrow and watching us live, as we're going to have all of our main events ran tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. We got about 35 seconds left in this one, and the wind is coming in. The good thing is with the wind at this track is none of the jumps are directly into the wind, at least currently. Our race leader still checked out now, a 19-second lead over RC. Nowhere even close. Brent Ashton by the line that time by 34.8 in the 4th spot. And it's going to be RC getting hung up on the pipe right there. No harm, no foul in the all pink and white, or orange and white, orangish pink. I might be colorblind, I'm not sure. Sean Bowie in the bright orange, the flow orange. As time has expired, keep them going, waiting on 1 or 2 more to finish up. Waiting on 2 more to finish up. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And that is a race. So Sean Bowie going to take the W, followed by RC, Fatback, and Brent Ashton. We're going to go ahead and do a quick water down real quick. Just a quick soak down. Water crew looks like Ed Turney doing some pipe maintenance. So go ahead and bring them in, shut them down. That is a race. Sean Bowie followed by RC, Fatback, Brent Ashton. Once again, we are going to just do a quick light water. Looks like it's holding a little bit more moisture, but it is hot out. And that wind right there drying up the track real quick. So if we can get Shay and Ed and all those guys out there to grab a hose. Extra. Looks like we got Jake out there learning to be a firefighter. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. We got Woosley on the right-hand side. And the sprinkler's rocking again. If I wasn't surrounded by electronics, I'd have Carl spray me down right now because it's hot. Race number 6 coming up next. That's our 4-wheel drive buggy pro class, sponsored by M8 Tech. Jake McGarvey, Chris Higa, Josh Alton, Dan Talagi, Chris Ziga, Shay Barker, and Jake Alton. We will need our turn marshals to start heading out there from that last one. Might need a volunteer too, as we only had 5 guys, and one of them flaming out early might join us in this one. Not 100% sure. So once again, we need our turn marshals to head on out there from that last race. No exceptions. And you should already be heading on out. Stephen Bills, Sean Bowie, Brent Aston, RC, and Fatback, along with a volunteer or 2. Yeah, we don't want Josh Alton yelling at us again. That mean old man. Although Josh Alton did bring his own turn marshal with him, so.
It looks good.
Yeah. Once again, marshals to the left-hand side. Marshals to the left-hand side is what's needed right now. Looks like that we got the right-hand side covered. Yeah, we won't be starting until we get marshals. No cars on the track until all the marshals are out there. So, still waiting on a few. I know we have Bowie out there. See him out there in the shade. He's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm grabbing that shade spot. So once again, Fatback, RC, Brent Aston, Sean Bowie, and Stephen Bills are our marshals and or their replacement marshals if you have them. And we probably will need some track crew members. I know we have Jake. I think Jake was out there watering. And if we can get one more volunteer, whoever it may be, to the left-hand side. No cars on the track. No cars on the track until our marshals are in place. So waiting on those guys.
We need some marshals here, guys. So we're not starting without marshals. So anybody down there that can pop out there for 5 minutes, we need you to get out there. Anybody that can marshal some of our track crew, we got 2 of the boys over here, our water track crew. Please pop on out there. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mitch Mitchell, as well. Come grab a T-shirt from me later. You've been marshaling a lot. Thank you, Mitch. Come on the back. We need at least one more guy. We need one more person on the far left. Anybody out there that can help us turn marshal? We need someone on the far left. No, we got somebody. Thank you, sir. Come grab a shirt from me later. Grab a mod shirt. Thank you, guys. The guys that are volunteering, we will reward you that you are turn marshaling. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, and we're going to get this thing going. Get them on out there, and thank you.
All right, now that we're back from commercial break, the cars are on the track waiting on a check out of Jake McGarvey, and that's about it. And I know McGarvey is coming by the line right now, so. All right, cool. We got a check out of everyone. We'll go ahead and give these guys about another lap or so. And we appreciate all of our volunteer marshals, guys. We really do. It really helps things get going. We'll go ahead and let McGarvey get by right here, and you guys could just keep them going. Just keep them going. Yeah, he is. Oh man. So no start out of Steven in this one either. All right, drivers, keep them going. We're going to go ahead and start the loop here in 3. Wait, hold on. Is that a dead car over here on the right-hand side? Nope, we're all good. Oh, that's Steven. What about right there in the center? We all good there? All right, drivers, 3. Oh, that's Josh. It might be that single servo. I know. No. Uh-oh. We'll give Josh just a minute, guys. So caution on the track. Caution on the track. Keep them slow. We'll see if Josh can get this thing figured out real quick. Oh, never mind. He's all good. So remember, social distance your RC cars before this start. Loop is going live here in 3, 2, 1. And we are live. Loop is live. Man, so another rough one for Josh Alton. Arguably one of the coolest guys out here. Besides Ed Turney and Matt Olson, of course. Oh, man. Need someone to start him over here. Hey, if you hurry up, Matt, hurry. He might still make it. Try to get him out in front of this white car. Oh, man. Not sure if that one's going to get fired up in time. So all kinds of carnage off the start of this one. What a bummer. We lost two of them early on. So let's see what happens. Still lots of time left in this one. Only a minute 15 down. We got Dan the man out front. 32-7 with his hot lap of the race. Smoking fast. 8/10 quicker than Jake McGarvey. Jake McGarvey taking back over the lead with a 32-7 of his own. So McGarvey and Dan Salagi up in the two front-running positions, separated by half a second. I don't know if it's Salagi or Silagi, but I'm pretty sure Dan doesn't care, right? I'm just going to say it half and half. I'll say Salagi, and then I'll say Silagi. Silagi sounds cooler, so I'm going to go with that one. All right, 2 minutes, 10 seconds down. We got Jake McGarvey, Dan Silagi, Chris Higa, Shea Barker, Jake Alton, and Josh and Chris off the track early. Josh not making the start of this one. Another rough round. Extra bummer. And then Chris couldn't get his car started. So I'm not sure what was going on there. We got McGarvey leading the way by the loop right there. That's the pink, orange, and blue. He's a pretty vanilla guy. He ordered a vanilla shake earlier, so. Our race leader coming through the whoop section. Getting buck wild, going down the front straightaway. He's breaking our insurance policy by wearing flip-flops, but we're going to keep that to ourselves. He's definitely calling for a volunteer turn marshal. If you guys ever want an excuse not to turn marshal, I'm skipping turn marshal in 101. You just wear some flip-flops. I've been known to do that once or twice. It is McGarvey out front in 11.605. He's got a 3.5 second lead over Dan. We're going to say Salagi this time. Chris Higa now jumping up in front of Dan. So that's the battle right there. Only 0.3 of a second between Chris and Dan. That is on the clock, not necessarily on the track. Jake Alton in the fourth spot holding it down for the Alton brothers as Josh not making the start. And Shea Barker, a Bakersfield local. Oh, man. Rounding off our fifth spot, Jake Alton by the line in the fourth. Chris Higa by the line in the two spot. Higa on the right-hand side of the track. Oh, McGarvey on the right-hand. So those two are separated by 4.5 seconds. It is Chris leading the way on the track, but in second place on the clock. Higa down the center chute. Oh, getting a little bit sideways. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, tire choice will be crucial as the day goes on. The track has water, but it is blue grooved underneath. A nice hard packed surface. These heavy fifth scale cars with the big tires, they really pack this dirt in. Oh, Chris going nice through the backside, getting around some traffic right there. Oh, McGarvey doing a shortcut and changing driving positions at the same time. Wow. So in motocross, you pull a tear off if you can't see. And RC, you just switch your driving spot. It's pretty cool. McGarvey's still out front. Not too much pressure from Chris. Chris still 4 seconds behind, trying to lay it down. Dan Siligy in the 3. Fast lap of the race, though, going out of our second place driver. That's going to be Chris Higa, a 32-1. Those are Matt Olson times. So most of our cars are on the right-hand side of the track right now. And heading down the back section is Chris Higa and Jake McGarvey. They're about that far apart on the track as they are on the clock. However, they're flip-flopped on the computer screen. So Chris is leading the way on the track, but that pink, orange, and blue is leading the way on the clock. That is Jake McGarvey as time starts to wind down. Keep them going, drivers. Keep them going. This is race number 6 on the track. Race number 7, you guys will be up next. That is our Sportsman truck. Waiting on one more to finish up, and we will be done with this one. Shea Barker coming by the line, rounding off our 5th spot. That is a race, so McGarvey taking the win and the fast lap of the race on the last lap, 32.070. That is the pink, orange, and blue. Go ahead and shut them down, guys. Get back out there to turn marshal.
Hey, Jake. Hey, point the camera at us real quick. My man over here, Jake McGarvey, from where are you out of? You're out of California, but where though?
Riverside, Harupa Valley.
All right, I know his parents are watching out in Maine right now, checking it out. You ended up getting a little bit lucky in the first one. You had to fend off Chris Higa, but you got 2 1s, and now where does that put you for the main?
TQ.
Oh, man. So Jake McGarvey here, mod sponsor, Wolfpack, Barlone, going super fast. Great job out there, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right, looks like I got my water crew trained pretty good. I didn't even have to ask for him. Ed, you're hired. You're hired anytime you want. You come on out here and water, all right? All right. Oh, man. Appreciate you guys. Once again, the Turney family and friends, all the guys that help around here at Good Old Boys. When you see them in the pits, just make sure to thank them. Awesome place to race. Ed and his family sacrifice a lot of time out here. Not just them, all the local Fiscal crowd. Shay's out here, Carl's out here. I know there's more people I'm missing. I haven't been in the RC industry in a while, but a lot of these guys have been pretty much lifetime friends of mine, and it's pretty cool to see them keeping the sport alive and growing, especially here in the Fiscal scene, so make sure to thank all of them when you see them walking through the pits. We are coming up on race number 7, four-wheel drive truck Sportsman. Once again, no cars on the track. If you could shut those things down. Not shut them down, but just pull them aside. I do need to get my marshals out here. That's one thing that we could work on just a little bit, guys, is getting our marshals right back out here. For the most part, we're there. I would say 95% of you guys are right on it. Luckily, we got some guys picking up the slack for the other 5%, but all of my four-wheel drive pro buggy guys, you guys should head on out here. Chris Higa, Jake Alton, Chris Higa, Shea Barker, Dan Siligy, Josh Alton, and Jake McGarvey. We should have plenty of marshals. Jake put on his turn marshaling shoes. Woo-hoo-hoo. I like it. All right, right, we got marshals. We need a few more over here on the right-hand side of the track, my right-hand side. It looks like left-hand side. There we go. See? Thank you. Josh Alton, a prime example of how you do it. He didn't even get to start the race, and he's still out there marshaling. We appreciate it. That's how you do it right there. We got him. He's going to head out there as soon as he's tuning a car. So go ahead and start checking these things in. We got most of our marshals in spot. The guys that aren't in spot are going to head out there momentarily. Waiting on a check out of Randy, Tim Parker. Uh-oh, we got a whole bunch of transponders. I know. I just want to start. Oh, bam. Just waiting on Randy Morrow and Tim Parker to come by the line. We do need one more turn marshal on the left-hand side. We got the right-hand side covered from... Turn marshals, turn marshals, turn marshals. Make sure to get to your spot. I would rather if you could handle that one. I'll get someone over here. Thank you. We just need one marshal on the left-hand side. One marshal on the left-hand side. Oh, crap. Waiting. All right, hold on just a second. All right, I need just Tim by the line. Just Tim. Just Tim. No other cars other than Tim, and we still need a marshal on the left-hand side. All right, we got Tim. Hold on. All right, Randy Morrow by the line. Just Randy. Just waiting on Randy. All right, we can go ahead and start running laps if you want, or we can line them up right here. It's up to you guys. If you want to just go, and then we'll just run them. We're gonna start the loop here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Loop is live. Loop is live. Loop is live. We got our turn marshals out there. We appreciate that. The track is nice and watered. This is race number 7, four-wheel drive truck sportsman. We got a pretty stacked field of 8 drivers. Actually, make that 7 drivers. Caution in this intersection. Jake McGarvey out there marshaling. Oh, man, we got a grip of cars on the right-hand side. Let's work together, guys. Work together. And everyone on all 4 of their wheels. Oh, caution over here on the left-hand side after the option lane. And it's clear. We got Alton on it. And we got him going. This is going to be race number 7, a minute 20 down. Jake Stanville out front. Followed by Aaron Jordan, Bob Garver, Steven Smith, Randy Morrow, Tim Parker, Tim W., and Russell Smith. That is our running order. Lots of time left. A lot of things going to shake up as a lot of these guys are right there together on the track. And I'm pretty sure it's going to get nasty. We're following around 4 cars, all going through the rhythm section as one goes a little bit wild, leading the pack. We're going to go ahead and see who crosses the line in the lead this time by. I know Jake Stanville, our current race leader, with a hot lap of a 34.4. He's got a 12-second lead. Steven Smith by the line right there in the orange truck. Woo! Tim, Russell, and Aaron all right there together on the track. Work together, work together. Oh, man. Whoopsies. Oh, nice. Letting them go. Good job, guys. Good sportsmanship right there. That's how you do it. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds down, 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining for our sportsman truck class. Race number 8. That's going to be our expert truck class. You guys are up next. Brett Ashton, Mark Forbes, Rick Huckel, Stephen Bills, Josh Hicks, and Fatback. Y'all are racing in the next one as we got a car upside down on the right-hand side of the track. Marshall's right there for us. Thank you very much. And things are starting to get separated on the clock. Everyone's super spread out. Jake Stanville with a 11-second lead now over Stephen Smith, who's got a 7-second lead over Aaron Jordan. But Jake with a really rough lap, a 44.3. Going to put him 2.5 seconds in front of Stephen now. So Stephen on the gas, trying to charge to the front. I'm pretty sure these guys had a really solid battle in the first one. We'll try to pick up on Steven when he comes by. See if he can't reach our race leader of Jake Stanville with 3 minutes and 45 seconds down. Steven Smith trying to chase him down, 4.5 seconds back. Steven right there in the orange, and right in front of him is the pink car of Jake Stanville. So they're separated by that exact amount on the track and on the clock. That's a good battle to watch. The red truck and the orange truck are separated by 2.5 seconds in the order they are on the track. Oh, man. And Steven goes for a wild tumble right there, so maybe if the announcer wouldn't have brought that up, he'd be right there again. We'll go back to our race leader, Jake. Jake Stanville down the front straightaway in the all-red truck, getting it done, 35.3 on a 10-lap 6:06. Marshall, if we could get that cone figured out over here on the right-hand side of the track. Marshall on the right-hand side of the track. Marshall. Either one of our marshals on the right-hand side of the track. Chris Higa. Will you grab that cone right there for me? Oh, never mind. Fagan's got it for us. Thank you very much. So the new rule Matt just made is if you hit the orange cone and knock it over, you got to wear it as a dunce hat in your next heat. With that being said, I might not be borrowing Ed's truck because that would be me. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds down with 30 seconds remaining. Jake Stanville still with a commanding lead, 7 seconds over Stephen Smith. Stephen right there, and Tim Parker battling out. Make that a 10-second advantage between that one. So Stephen Smith over Tim Parker by 10 seconds. Bob Garver in the 4 spot. Russell Smith down in our 5. Oh, Tim Parker now to the 2 with a hot lap of a 35.4. But then does a 37.1, but still quicker than Steven's 39.3. So Steven with a couple bad ones in a row. He had 3 39-second laps in a row. Is going to make him drop back to our 3rd spot as time is winding down. Keep them going, drivers. Keep them going. Nobody has finished yet. We're going to need our track crew to throw a little bit of water down after this one. Track crew just... Oh, man, that was our leader off the track. So that's going to shake things up. See if you can finish that one, buddy. Oh, he's already pulling it off. See if you can finish. It won't even go. Oh, man. Tough luck for Jake Stanville, and that is a race. So Jake breaking down right before the line. It's going to drop him back to the 6th spot. Go ahead and pull him off, drivers. Go ahead and pull him off. That is a race. It's going to be Bob Garver out of nowhere taking the win. Tim Parker in the 2 spot. Stephen Smith in the 3. Russell Smith in the 4, followed by Tim W. Rounding off our top 5. Jake Stanville, who was our most of our race leader, getting sucker punched in the gut right there at the end. Unable to finish with a 6th place finish. Randy Morrow in the 7 and Aaron Jordan 8th. Man, tough racing luck right there, but I'm sure Jake will come back stronger than ever. but it is frustrating to say the least when you lead the whole race and with one corner to go, issues occur. That's why they call it racing and not winning, unfortunately. Ed and crew right back out there watering again. The track's holding a decent amount of moisture, so it's allowing our water crew just to go out there and do a quick soak down. Doesn't take as much. And once again, we need all those guys, whether you finished, started, whatever the case may be, to be back out there to turn marshal. You got no excuses unless you have a health condition. Even McGarvey took his sandals off and put shoes on to marshal, so you really don't have an excuse. McGarvey's pretty quick on his feet, though. He is a UPS man. So race number 8 coming up. We're blowing through round 2 pretty quickly. Should be done right after around 3 o'clock with this round. Yeah, 3:30-ish. I want to thank everyone that's been sharing our Facebook feed online. Really does a bunch to help us out growing this thing. Once again, Matt spends a lot of time and money getting us all dialed in so we can bring you the live feed on Facebook and YouTube. And it helps if you just click a button and share it. If y'all know about the algorithms, it really does help if you share it, like it, comment. Say something. All right, looks like our track crew is wrapping things up here with the water. We can go ahead and start getting our race 8 four-wheel expert truck sponsored by Vertigo RC. Josh Hicks, Stephen Bills, Brent Ashton, Mark Forbes, Fatback, Rick Huckel, and Russell Smith all in this one. Let's start checking them in. We got our marshals heading out to the track. We should have plenty of them. I need one to the back straight. One to the back straight. All right, just waiting to check out of pretty much everyone. We need Stephen Bills by the line, Brent Aston, Mark Forbes, Fatback. Only ones checked in right now are Josh Hicks and Rick Hugel. All right, we're going to take them. Oh, you guys can go ahead and just keep them going, but we're going to give an extra minute or two for Fatback. Waiting on a check out of Fatback, but he has an issue occurring. So we're going to give him just an extra moment or two. Looks like he's heading out here. All right, cool. What a gentleman, Ed. Say, what a gentleman. I'm ready. You're not running? Oh, you are. Uh-oh. All right, looks like we're getting everyone checked in here. Fatback on the track, so once he gets by the line, we're just going to go ahead and keep everyone rolling through. Yeah, we got one getting pull started in the center. We got marshals all around the track, it looks like. Uh-oh. Yeah, caution in the center, guys. Caution in the center. Slow them down in the center. Slow them down in the center. Hey, if you want, you go ahead and bring that car over here to the pit lane and fire it up. Oh, you got it? Cool. All right, drivers, we got everyone except for Fatback checked in, so once he gets by the line. Oh, perfect. We're going to go live here in 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Loop is live. This is race number 8, our 4-wheel drive expert truck class. Oh, boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These guys are getting all kinds of wild. I like it. Putting on a show. Let's see who's going quick early on in this one once they get by for their first couple laps. Careful on the back straight, guys. Caution on the back. We got a marshal running out there to flip a car over. And it's clear. Oh, boy. Oh, where's Ed Turney? We're going to have to rename the track Boomers because there's a bunch of bumper cars out here. Early on, it's going to show Josh Hicks as our early race leader with a 33.3. Brent Ashton in the 2 spot. His first lap, 33.5, so only 0.2 slower than Josh. Stephen Bills comes by in the 3rd spot. Oh, make that. Wow, Stephen getting dropped or bumped up to the 2 spot. As everyone coming by for their 2nd lap now. It's Brent Aston, Stephen Bills, Rick Huckel, Josh Hicks, Mark Forbes, and Fatback. We got a car. Is it flamed out over there? Nope. Oh, yeah, another flame out. Is that Fatback?
That's Brent Ashton.
Oh, no, that's Brent. Oh, the flame out. Trying to get that thing fired back up. Brent was our race leader, so that is quite the bummer. Brent walking off the driver's stand. Oh, man, that's a bummer. So Brent off the track in this one as he was our early race leader. Stephen Bills going to inherit the lead probably. Yeah, Stephen Bills going to take over the number 1 spot, followed by Josh Hicks, Rick Huckel, Fatback, and Mark Forbes. Brent not going to have a round 2 that he was hoping for as he was our early race leader. Let's see if we can't pick up on Stephen Bills when he comes by the line. Mark Forbes by with a 33.7, a really good lap right there. So Stephen Bills, the white and the black with the red front wheels and the green back. On the right-hand side of the track through the back rhythm section, getting a little bit sideways. Oh. He's doing some Kevin Windham transfers. Nothing wrong with that. Didn't hurt nothing. And sending it in there backwards. Pulling a card out of Matt Olson's book. Down the front straightaway, our race leader. That's the Losi bouncing off the wall just a little bit, but using it as a berm. So Stephen Bills out front. 11 lap, 6:23. He's got 0.3 of a lead over Josh Hicks. Caution on the center. Got a marshal running out there. Caution on the center straight. It's clear. It's clear. Thank you, Russell. So the lead battle is Stephen Bills and Josh Hicks. They're separated by 0.3 of a second. And Mark Forbes and Rick Huckel right there, separated by 2 seconds. So Josh Hicks now to P number 1 as Steven has a rough 35-second lap, and they're pretty close together on the track. Our second place driver, Stephen Bills leading in front of Josh Hicks on the track. Josh, the all yellow, hitting the rhythm section on the back is Josh Hicks, our new race leader. As we pick him up on screen, he inherited the lead a lap ago, and right in front of, caution on the rhythm section, caution in the rhythm section. Thank you, thank you. One more, guys. And it is clear. So Josh making it through. He is our race leader, coming by with a 34-0. Right in front of him is our previous race leader of Stephen Bills. Stephen got to separate himself by about a second and a half in front of that yellow car if he wants to take over the race lead again. But Josh, he's got some company behind him. Keep in mind, that is our race leader in the yellow. Oh, man, and he gets tangled up right there. So Josh Hicks and Stephen. Oh, man, nice slide job on the inside. Oh, caution on the rhythm section. Caution in the whoops. We need a marshal out there to the whoop section. Thank you very much. Josh and Steven still battling it out. The separation is 0.2 of a second. Steven on the backside rhythm trying to gain as much time as he can, as now Josh has been dealing with some traffic. Not really. Oh, Josh going for a tumble, and that's just enough time to allow Steven to take over the race lead as he comes by, but he gets a little bit sideways. So these guys, all kinds of buck wild. As we pick up our new race leader on the screen, that's going to be Stephen Bills. Stephen Bills going to stretch over that yellow car. And they're separated by 0.7 of a second. So now the yellow car of Josh needs to catch up to the white and black in front of him on the track. They're separated by about a second and a half or two, no, probably about 3 or 4 seconds on the track, but only 0.7 of a second on the clock. And we got no time left, so keep them going, guys. Keep them going. Keep them going. It's going to be a long, hard battle right here. That was a good finish. Keep them going, keep them going, keep them going. Nobody is done yet. Nobody. Steven, you are still on the clock, Steven, so keep it going. Nobody is done. Nobody pull off. Nobody pull off. Waiting on a few more to finish up. Steven's got to put in some hard-fought laps right here. And he's looking like he's going to do so. Steven going to come by the line and take the win. Stephen Bills going to finish it up on 11.622. A second and 0.2 in front of Josh Hicks, followed by Mark Forbes in the third spot. Rick Huckel in the fourth. Fatback fifth. Brent Ashton and Russell Smith. That is a race. Drivers, go ahead and pull them off. We need our water crew out there. Water crew, get out there. A quick spray down before we go into race number 9, our truck expert. All right, Carl Woosley, Brian Shapiro, Mitch Mitchell, Jason Turner, RC, and Sean Bowie will be up next. Once again, water crew, head on out to your hoses and let's get this one rolling. Good race, guys. We got our track crew out there making it happen as always. They got this thing figured out. Ed, I don't care what Sydney says about you. You're all right. You're all right. I tell you what. So we're coming to the end of round number 2. We got Expert 4-wheel truck and Pro truck coming up next. And that will conclude round number 2. So we will take a break. before we start round number 3, so no rush if you guys got some stuff you need to work out. I know, for instance, Josh Alton had some issues, didn't even get to run his last race, so don't worry about it. You'll have plenty of time. And right now we got Carl Woosley, Mitch Mitchell, Brian Shapiro, Jason Turner, RC, Sean Bowie, and Stephen Fangs all up in this one. Marshall should be heading out there from our last race. No exceptions, unless you have a health issue that doesn't allow you to get out there to Marshall, in which case you should have someone to replacement Marshall for you. That's going to be Brent Ashton, Mark Forbes, Rick Huckel, Stephen Bills, Josh Hicks, and Fatback. Looks like we got some guys to our right-hand side of the track. We're going to need left-hand turn marshals, so marshals start heading out there. Drivers easy through the jumps while we get our marshals out there. Make sure to be rolling all the jumps while we get marshals out there. Nothing too crazy. Marshals. Can't get this one started without you. Brent, Mark, Rick, Steven, Josh, and Fatback. Drivers can start checking in, but once again, make sure to be rolling all the jumps. Make sure to roll all the jumps. If we can get some of our track crew members to help us out, Marshall, potentially. Looks like we're missing quite a few. Missing quite a few marshals. All right, guys, all cars hold, all cars hold, all cars stop. Everyone in the pits, we got to get some marshals out here before we can get this one started. So if you guys are track crew help, or if you're part of Matt Olson's team or the Good Old Boys crew, if you guys could jump on a corner for us. We can't get this one started without you. We got all of our drivers checked in except for RC. RC is the only one not checked in, but we do need to get marshals out here to the left-hand side of the track. Once again, if you were in the last race, you need to be out here. If you can't marshal yourself, it's your responsibility to have someone marshal for you. Thank you so much. That's how you do it. Cindy out there showing you boys how to do it. Dang it. So just waiting on a check out of nobody. And we still need one more marshal. Actually, you got this right-hand side. All right, right-hand side's covered. Cindy, you got that left-hand side. You all good? All right, well. Oh, we need someone on the back. One more person on the back. So come on, guys. Just a little bit of help out here goes a long ways. If we can get somebody on the back section. Thank you so much. All right. We got one more marshal heading out there. If you guys want to start spacing yourselves out. We're going to go live here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Loop is live, drivers. Loop is live. Race number 9 off and going. It is the 4-wheel drive expert truck class here at the Mod round number 4, Bakersfield, California, hosted by Good Old Boys. Want to thank the whole Turney family making this possible so Matt Olson and crew can come out here and bring an amazing event to Bakersfield, California for all you fifth scale racers. Once again, Sean Bowie off the track early on. And that is a bummer. Sean having a heck of a day. Oh, big front flip in the center section, all clear. We'll go ahead and give these guys a few more seconds to come on by the line. It is Mitch Mitchell with the hot lap of lap number 1. Going to put him in P1, 33.7, followed by Jason Turner, Brian Shapiro, Stephen Fangs, RC, Carl Woosley. Bowie off the track early. It is early on into this one, only a minute 20 deep into a 6-minute race. Let's go ahead and pick up with our leader, Mitch Mitchell, 33.5 on a new TQ. But right. So Mitch Mitchell on a blistering run, our top two drivers on a new TQ over Stephen Bills. And going even quicker. So the last 3 laps out of our leader have been 33s. What? Oh. Carl, our leader is right in front of you, so just be careful. Be careful with that yellow truck right there. That is our race leader. Thank you very much. Caution in the front center section, in the whoop section, in the whoop section. Looks like that was Jason. Mama Turner right there to make it happen. And Mitch, our race leader, getting caught up. So now that's going to allow Carl Woosley, who's in the 2 spot, to get a little bit closer on the clock. They're right there together on the track. So Woosley in that black and red needs to separate himself from the cars behind him by about 2.5 seconds as the yellow car's getting after it. Oh, our race leader upside down. Mitch Mitchell is going to be upside down. That's going to allow Carl Woosley to possibly take the lead. So Mitch Mitchell in the yellow and gray in the rhythm section, the whoop-de-doos. Going to try to fight back after that little bobble. Carl Woosley to the point now. Mitch Mitchell in the 2 spot. Carl in the black and red on the back. Mitch Mitchell the yellow and gray on the right-hand side. Those two duking it out on the clock. Brian Shapiro in the 3 spot on a 10-lap 6:04. So Carl Woosley, our only driver to be on a new TQ pace. Mitch Mitchell, who was having a rough go-around now with 3 minutes and 30 seconds down, 2 minutes and 30 remaining. So we're about 30 seconds past the halfway mark with Woosley out front. Woosley on the backside. Double table. Getting a little buck wild. Keeps it on all 4. Mitch Mitchell got to make up some time now. Ooh. Mitch Mitchell in the yellow and gray was our early race leader trying to redeem himself. Mitch got one of my favorite paint schemes out here. I like that yellow and gray together. Looking pretty good. But it is Carl Woosley, the man of the hour, the only driver going quicker than Stephen Bills right now. Stephen finished up with an 11.622. Woosley on an 11.615. Woosley's fast lap 32.5. A whole second quicker than Mitch Mitchell's fast lap. Brian Shapiro still in the 3rd spot on a 10.602. So our top 2 drivers, the only ones on 11-lap runs. Jason Turner down in the 4th spot after that early race rollover. Killing his momentum. Put him down in 4th. RC 5th. Stephen Fangs in 6th. And Bowie off the track early. Race number 10, you guys should be thinking about it. That's going to be Mike Duncan, Shea Barker, Ed Turney, Brian Sullivan, Matt Olson, Chris Ziga, and Chris Higa. Once again, race 10, you guys should be thinking about it. Woosley still our race leader here in the 4-wheel drive expert truck class. Sponsored by Vertigo RC. Less than a minute remaining. Mitch Mitchell coming by the line last time by with a 36.9. Now dropping down to a 10-lap run. He's in the center section, drifting around double, triple. Let's pick up our race leader in the center section. That is Carl Woosley, red and black with the Monster Energy logo on the front hood. Coming up, getting around traffic. Car looks nice and smooth. He is our mod representative here in Bakersfield, California on an 11-lap 6:14. So he's got the TQ in the bag by about 8 seconds. And he's got a 16-second lead on our second-place driver, Mitch Mitchell. Mitch Mitchell only with 4 seconds up on Brian Shapiro as time is expiring. Keep them going, drivers. Keep them going. Finish it off strong. Make sure to give that yellow and gray truck room, guys. That is our second-place driver. Give him room. Give him room. That is our second-place driver. Thank you very much. Keep them going, keep them going. Waiting on one more, two more to finish up. Waiting on two more. As this one winds down, waiting on Steve to cross the line. And that is a race. So Carl Woosley taking the W with an 11 lap 6:14 new TQ. TQ in round number 2 is the Woozinator. Followed by Mitch Mitchell, Brian Shapiro, RC, Jason Turner, and Steven Fangs. We're going to get our track crew out there, throw a quick coat of water down. We need all of those drivers right back out there to turn marshal. Once again, we need all of our marshals to head back out there immediately. Get your cars turned off. Grab a corner spot. We should have plenty of drivers. That was a great race.
So we need Cindy up here. We also need to get a cameraman up here. We need to get a cameraman. Or a woman. That's true. That's true.
All right, guys, let's get our turn marshals out there. I can't do it this time, so you're going to have to get out there. All right, we need turn marshals on the backside, please. Most guys lose parts on the nail. On the track. I lost a nail on the track today. So Zach is going to race this race. He's racing Eddie's car. So you guys are going to have to step up the game here if you're going to race against Zach Rogers. All right, I think we have our turn marshals. We'll give these guys a couple laps and chance to check in. Watch that pink car right there.
See if we're able to get somebody up here to do camera work.
Matt, I can do it. I'll just do it all. Mike Duncan, we need you to check in. Brian Sullivan, are you checked in? You doing this? Sean Bowie, are you checked in? I don't have Sean Bowie. There's Brian. Mike Duncan. Is Mike Duncan in this race? Okay, thanks, Brian. Thanks, Brian. Mike Duncan, are you in? This is your race, bud. All right, we see ya. Good deal. Thanks, Brian. Sean Bowie, are you up here? No? Sean's out? All right. All right, we're going to wait a minute for Mike Duncan. Just saw his car roll out of his trailer. He's on his way. All right, we got our turn marshals out there. Yep. Thanks, Robert. All right, this is round 10. Heat 10, sorry. Heat 10 of round 2. Good Old Boys mod race. All I need is to get Mike in, and then you guys can get going. Just a couple more seconds, guys. Got a quick pit crew stop here. And Chris Higa needs a quick second. Hold on. All right, we're going to have 8 cars in the 10th heat of the mod race here at Good Old Boys. Running live on Live RC. We have our announcer for the day. Zach Rogers will be joining you guys, so step up the game. He's running the pink car. I'm sure that wouldn't have been his choice, but he's good with it. He's good with it. Do we have Chris up here yet? Okay, see you, Chris. So we have Matt Olson running, Brian Sullivan, Mike Duncan, Zach Rogers, Jason Shearer, Chris Higa, and Shay Barker. We got all you guys up here checked in. All right, we're going to have a 1.5 hour break after this heat race. Then we'll start round 3. Sorry, turn marshals. Once we get started, it'll only be 6 minutes. Sorry. We're waiting on Chris Higa. Matt, you want to keep waiting? You want to keep waiting? Okay.
Hey guys, keep it live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then push the little green sign.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go. All right, the loop will be live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Loop is live. The loop is live, guys. So here we are, heat number 10. We've got the four-wheel drive truck pro class. Caution on the back straight, caution on the back. Pull it off the track, buddy, pull it off the track. All right, so our first top qualifier is Matt Olson, an MOD car. He's running a 33.8. We have Chris Ziga right behind him running a 34.4 with Brian Sullivan, the third qualifier, followed by Jason Shear, Chris Higa, Shea Barker. Looks like Zach Rogers barely got out there. Hopefully Ed can get that truck going again and give him a little fun out here instead of announcing all day. We have 4 minutes left. We have Matt Olson, Mod in the lead in the white truck. He's running a 31.6. We have a 2.5 second lap behind him with Brian Sullivan. With Jason Shearer, he's about 3.4 seconds behind Matt, running third qualifier, followed by Chris Diga, Shea Barker, Mike Duncan. With 3.5 minutes left. Matt's still our lead qualifier. He's going down the middle section on the woods. Caution on the track. Caution clear. He's coming across the front straightaway right now. Shay's on his tail. But Shay's in 6th place. They're running at 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left. Looks like we have a little problem. Jay's having trouble with his car. Two and a half minutes left. We still have Matt Olson in the lead. Brian Sullivan's about 3 seconds behind him, followed by Chris Ziga. With Jason Shearer, the fourth qualifier. We have a little battle going on here in the middle section with these four cars, bumping and pushing each other around. With Matt Olson wanting to join it. So that's Mike Duncan, Brian Sullivan, Chris Ziga, and Jason Shearer right there having some fun. Matt wants to join him, so he's catching up with them. 1.5 minutes left. Mike Duncan, Brian Sullivan. Mike's in the white truck, Brian's in the yellow and gray. Going across the back section, got some good driving going. These guys are staying on the track. Mike Duncan and Matt Olson going through. That's first and third place. The two white trucks going around Cowbell Corner right there. All right, guys, we got 5 seconds left. Keep going till I tell you you're done. Whoa. We've got Matt Olson as our first qualifier. They're running a 31.4. With Brian Sullivan, our second qualifier, running a 31.6. And Brian, you're done. Matt, you're done. Mike Duncan, you're done. Chris Ziga, you're done. Jason Shearer, you're done. And that's the race, guys. Pull him off the track. So we had Matt Olson running at a 31.8. That was his fastest lap. Followed by Brian Sullivan. He ran a 32.3. With Mike Duncan in the third qualifier running a 33.7. Chris Ziga ran a 34.1, and Jason Shearer was fourth qualifier running a 34.9.
I can interview you with a water bottle. Hey, Cindy, does it look okay on the screen?
All right, we're here with Matt Olson, obviously Mod Racing. This is his whole event, and he also races the four-wheel drive pro class. So that race went awesome. Your first round went awesome. Anything you're going to change the truck going in round 3, or you have a game plan?
Just kind of check over everything right now. Car's handling really well. It likes the wet tracks. You know, it seems to dry out a little bit and it gets a little bit loose. But hopefully we'll keep some moisture in it. Maybe dial some in for the longer main event. And I might try some sort of setup because now I got 2 TQs, so I can try in the third round and try a different setup and see if anything's better.
So we kind of heard a rumor in the pits that you have an onboard camera. Is that some of your setup change that might be going on in round 3, or what's the plan there?
It might be, yeah. We have an onboard cam right now, probably I think one of the first in the world to be live streamed. So we're going to try and do a little bit live stream with in-car cam, kind of like they do in F1 and NASCAR, and see how it goes. And I got 2 TQs, so my next one can really be a throwout and just be fun and see how it goes. So yeah, thank you for coming out. Zach came in last minute and saved us, and greatly appreciate it. And thank you to Ed and Cindy and Carl and everybody out here, Shay, all these guys, track crew. Everybody's been awesome. This is a great track. If you can, make it out here to Good Old Boys Raceway in Bakersfield, California. It's a really good time out here, super kickback. We take plenty of time for everybody to get their stuff going, and it's just a good time.
Well, you heard it here first. You know, Matt, like he said, everyone does a great job. Round 3 is coming up next. We're probably going to take around an hour break. And if you haven't already tuned in today, make sure to come in tomorrow about 9 a.m. All of our main events will be going on. So we'll be checking back with Matt and the rest of the crew here in about an hour. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.